The school year is wrapping up for most by now, but what a year it has been. Graduation season in the pandemic is certainly different this year, with classes and then ceremonies all canceled. But school administrators and support staff have worked hard to still create some sort of memorable experiences for their seniors. In some cases, video graduation ceremonies are honoring the rite of passage and creating keepsakes. Jake Sturgis owns a local video production company that has really worked on this, putting together numerous online graduation ceremonies for Minnesota high schools. Welcome. Thanks for being with us, Jake.
Yeah, my pleasure.
So how'd this whole idea get started?
Well, I mean, we knew early on that as schools were working through distance learning and how to, provide meals for students that, come this spring, I mean, there's certain things that happen every spring in schools. So those are graduations, whether those are retirement celebrations, student scholarship nights. And we could just see that, the possibility of schools having to, take graduation online. And me and my company, we really started preparing for what that would look like and how we could help schools, put together graduation ceremonies that would be online.
And so what do they look like? What are these videos like?
So they're really taking the best elements from a traditional graduation ceremony. So, I mean, everything from the processional to student speakers to a cap toss, but they kind of obviously take on a little different feel. So the processional, for many of these schools now looks like a photo montage with a number of different photos, whether those are baby photos or senior photos, candid shots, and then a number of different pieces that were shot, whether it was on a webcam or at the school, putting all of those different pieces together, including the reading of names. And then for many schools too, with the cap toss, which is traditionally the end of many ceremonies, having user submitted video footage for that. So then we're able to take a number of different students throwing their caps in the air and then be able to put that together into a montage of sorts to wrap up the end of the ceremony.
How cool for these students. At least they get some sort of feel of a graduation. And you've done quite a few of these. How many at this point?
Yeah, we're working with more than 50 schools across the world in creating these online graduation ceremonies. So it's been a lot, but it's been really exciting. And this is one of those keepsakes that so many students are going to have, and honestly, schools are going to be keeping in their time capsules of sorts to be able to look back at the graduation of 2020 and to remember what that was like, and to be able to show future generations of students what the graduation class of 2020 went through.
And you have really engaged the students in this, right? So that their voices are a part of these videos.
I think that's one of the key elements. And the most successful videos that we've seen are the ones where schools have engaged the students the most. Because honestly, these students have ideas that are better than many of the ideas that we have as adults. So whether that's creating like a TikTok style video, to different questions that they can ask their classmates, and to be able to have so many more students potentially on stage by using their voice and sharing memories than the traditional maybe 3, 4, or 5 students who would be on stage at a traditional graduation
Well,
ceremony.
very cool. And I know these students and their families and school districts appreciate it. Thank you so much for being with us, Jake. You can find
Yeah,
out more about Captivate Media and the videos at care11.com, or send a text message to us at that number on your screen and we'll send you a link.